Okay, so today we are discussing about setting up Linux machine on our Windows. As a DevOps engineers, as I mentioned, we mostly work with Linux. So we want to set up a Linux machine. You need to first download a software called Oracle VirtualBox. So this is your Windows machine. Inside the Windows, you have to install Oracle VirtualBox software. And inside the Oracle VirtualBox, you can load your Linux operating system. Second thing is what? You have to download Ubuntu Linux operating system image. Okay. So simple, right? Install Oracle VirtualBox and then load this Ubuntu Linux image here. Linux image in the sense Linux installer. Okay. So there are different Linux operating systems, Linux. So there are different flavors here. Okay. There is something called Ubuntu Linux. There is something called CentOS Linux. There is something called Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Likewise, there are a lot of Linux operating systems. Why we have so many different types of Linux operating system? You'll understand about that later. For now, we are using Ubuntu Linux, Ubuntu flavor of Linux, and that is widely used and it is free. Clear with this? Any questions you have so far? Right. Now, for me to show you this Linux machine setup, right, I need to have Windows, correct? But I don't have Windows. I'm using Mac. I need somebody's Windows machine so that so that I'll install Oracle VirtualBox and then set up the Linux machine. Can somebody share Windows machines? If you share your screen, I'll try to set up Linux machine there. Who wants to
Yeah, I
share?
will share that.
Shivkumar?
Yeah, I will share.
Okay. You can share your screen.
It is visible, right?
Yeah. Not it.
Not it. Right.
Shivkumar, you need
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
share entire
I
screen.
think,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, we can see now. Can you minimize this?
Hello. Yeah.
Minimize the window and then open a new tab in the browser. Minimize everything. Okay. So this is Shivkumar's Windows mission, correct? We are going to set up a Linux operating system on top of this Windows, correct? So
Yes.
what is the first step, everybody? We need to download and install Oracle VirtualBox, right? So open browser and then just go to google.com, Shivkumar.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Take a new tab or new instance of the browser,
Yeah.
google.com. Okay, so just type download Oracle VirtualBox. Download Oracle VirtualBox. Parallel, you all can search for this and then download that. Oracle VirtualBox. Yeah, first one.
For left, right?
First one. We are installing Oracle VirtualBox in Windows, right? So you have to take the Windows one. Click on the first link. You see, everybody, there is a option there called Windows hosts. That means you are downloading installer for Windows. What installer we are downloading? Oracle VirtualBox installer. Click on that. Windows hosts. Okay, now this is the download. Download has started. Download is complete. Shivkumar?
Oh, don't complete, I think. Yeah.
Cancel it, cancel it, cancel it. I want everybody to see this. Cancel. Yes. Okay, can you minimize this now? Finish, finish.
Again, I want to do.
Minimize the browser window. Okay, so everybody, we have just downloaded Oracle Virtual Box, right? Go to downloads. Since it's the first class, I want to go a little
Yeah.
slow with basics. So this is the one which we downloaded just now, okay? Oracle Virtual Box software. So now we have to install it. Just double click on that. You all can download and install it along with us. Just type next, next, next. Don't change anything. Next, next, next. Yes, yes.
Next, right?
Yeah, next. Install. Anybody is getting any error before installing this Oracle Virtual Box? You will be getting one. Few people must be getting one error or warning. Shivkumar, do you remember Visual Studio C++ is installed in your machine? Is it available in
Yeah,
your?
yeah, installed. It is available. Visual Studio is available.
Okay. Anybody is facing error saying Visual Studio C++ is not installed?
For me, like showing some pop-up message.
Hmm.
It will work, I guess. Let me try down the download. Let me try.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, error is showing installation failed error, fatal error during the installation.
Okay, I'll come to that. Matesh, one second.
Thank you.
Finish. One second, one second. No, no. It says installation failed. Fatal error during installation. Okay. Click on that again. Sure.
Yeah.
Next. Since you are okay, remove it once. Remove. We want to try it again, okay? Because it thrown some error. Today's class will go very slow. I need your patience because installation, right? So things will go here and there. We have not started DevOps yet. We are going to set up the Linux machine. So once you all have Linux machine locally available, then we'll start so that you can practice everything locally. Very simple. There is nothing much from my side to explain. Once we start actual DevOps, you will enjoy the sessions. Until then, you need to have some patience. Anybody has Linux installation already? Finish. There was an error. So we are trying to install it again. Okay. Double click on that. Next. 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 Yes. Yes. Next. Install. You all can parallelly try along with me. Just download Oracle Virtual Box and then install it first. One second.
Yeah.
Say once again, please check installation not for anything. Alternatively, consult the forums or documentation. It's not giving any error. Maybe we can ignore it, I guess, because there is no information in the error. Okay, just a finish. Now let's see if the installation is complete. Minimize this. Okay. So everybody, you see one shortcut here on the desktop. Once Oracle VirtualBox is installed, you will see one shortcut on your desktop. Just double click on that. Oracle VirtualBox. This one, yeah. Maximize it. I think installation is complete. Maybe you can ignore that error which
Okay.
you have seen. That may be issue with the Oracle VirtualBox installer. Their issue. So everybody, so once you install Oracle VirtualBox, this is what you will see. Okay. So now I think Matesh was facing some error. Let's go to Matesh because sometimes see, listen this carefully. In order to run Oracle VirtualBox, you need to have Visual Studio C++ installation. Okay, because Oracle VirtualBox is developed in Visual C++. Oracle VirtualBox is developed in Visual C++. So to run Oracle VirtualBox, you should have Visual C++. If C++ is not there, Oracle VirtualBox cannot be run. Okay, you
Shall I
cannot.
stop the sharing?
So in some missions, if the C++ is not already installed, you will get one error. In Shiva's mission, Visual C++ is already installed, so we didn't see that error. Okay, let's go to Matesh's laptop. Can you stop screen share, Kumar?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Matesh, you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I guess same error I'm facing, which you told, right? Same error I'm facing.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing. Is my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's loading. Okay, so in some Windows laptops, this C++ will be already there. In some laptops, some laptops come with Visual C++ installation preloaded. If it is there, you don't need to do anything. If it is not there, we have to install it. Double click. Now we are installing in Matesh's mission. How do you spell your name, Matesh? Matesh or
Yeah,
Matesh?
correct only. You are pronouncing Matesh only.
Matesh, okay.
Yeah, same error. Like
Okay, see this, everybody. Oracle VirtualBox needs the Microsoft Visual C++ 2019 redistributable package. That means it says to run Oracle VirtualBox, that C++ is required and it is not installed. So if it is there, you will not get this error. If it is not there, you will get this error. So what we have to do now? We have to install C++, correct? So now let's go to people who will get this error. This is how you install Visual C++ 2019. Okay, let's go to browser and say Visual C++ 2019 installation. Okay, sorry, download Visual C++ 2019 installer. Type that. Download Visual C++. Okay, Visual Studio C++. Whatever. C++ 2019.
This one, right?
Yeah. Slowly. I want people to see. So, okay, click on the first link. Let's see. Yeah, scroll down slowly. Okay, you see the first link here, everybody? Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19, and 22. Click on that link. Scroll down a bit. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, you see this latest Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable version. Okay, scroll down a bit. Download this x64. You see this, everybody? One second. So you must be having 64-bit laptop. Okay, I think 32-bit laptop is very old. That's our old technology. You all must be having 64-bit. If for some reason, if you have 32-bit, take the x86. x86 means it's for the 32-bit processor. You must be having 64-bit. Okay. So click on x64. That will download C++. Why you are downloading C++? Because Oracle VirtualBox requires it. You can say this C++ is kind of a prerequisite for VirtualBox, or you can call it as dependency for VirtualBox. Dependency, because without this, you cannot run Oracle VirtualBox, correct? Okay, so once you download, let's install it.
Okay.
So we are installing Visual C++. Agree.
Okay, it's done, I guess.
Yeah, close. Okay. Now,
Shall I
the
start?
earlier installation was still that there was a dialog box. Close it. Yeah, finish. Okay, so yeah, one second. So now there was an error, right? We were unable to install Oracle VirtualBox. Now let's try again because we just installed C++. Now let's see. Yeah, now it is not throwing that error, looks like.
Yeah.
See everybody, because C++ we just installed, right? So next. So simple, right? If it is not there, it will throw that error. If you see that error, install C++ and then install VirtualBox. Yes. Next. Install. Shiv Kumar,
Yeah, hello.
you can start Ubuntu. Start downloading Ubuntu image.
Okay.
Anybody else is facing that error or any other errors? Are you all able to install Oracle VirtualBox? Any other errors you are facing? Finish. Now you can launch Oracle VirtualBox. There's a shortcut there. maximize it. Yeah, so that's our Oracle virtual box. Can you start the screen, Matish?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this is my screen. So what you have done just now, we downloaded. This is my this is your Windows. So the first step is complete. Okay, you all know how to download Oracle virtual box. Anybody is facing any new errors? You're all able to install Oracle virtual box. Okay, if you're not trying now, you can try after the class also. That's okay, fine, no issues. So
I'm getting a warning network interface.
what was that warning?
Warning network interfaces installing Oracle VirtualBox.
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So once the first step is complete, then inside this Oracle virtual box only we run Linux operating system, right? Correct. So now you have to download Ubuntu Linux operating system, correct? So let's download Ubuntu Linux operating system. I'll show you how to download it. Can somebody share the screen? Shiva or Matesh?
Yeah, I'll share. Yeah, same like that Google, should I need to try?
Yeah. Just say download Ubuntu image. In Google, download Ubuntu image. Download Ubuntu. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so once you search for Ubuntu, take the first link. Accept. You see here, everybody, there is a green color button, right? Download 24.04 LTS. LTS means long term support. That means if you face any issues, right, they will support you. Okay. That's a long term support. So forget about all that. You are downloading the latest Ubuntu, that is 24.04. Click on that. Okay. Now it is asking for your email ID. Give your personal email ID. You can say education. Subscribe. Okay, download has started. Go to
Sir,
the downloads.
I have
Click on that.
Nagesh also.
One second. Click on that download symbol. I think download has started.
Yeah, it started.
Okay, see this, everybody. It is a 5 GB. Can you show me that, Matesh? See that it's a 5 GB installer.
Mhm.
It is showing you 15 hours
Yeah.
expected time for download, but it will not take 15 hours. Okay, let's wait for the download. If we're able to download it maybe within 4 or 5 minutes, we'll install it now. Otherwise, we'll install in the next class. Kumar, can you also start Ubuntu?
Yeah, I started. I
Oh,
started. It is showing 4 hours left.
4 hours, is it? For
Yeah,
you?
without sign up, I started.
Without sign up, you started. How come?
Yeah, it just took download directly.
That's fine. Maybe you're downloading from some other place.
No, same only. What is shown, same that I followed.
But it was asking for email ID, no? Without that, you were
Yeah,
able
it
to.
is asked. It is asked, but I didn't put the email ID.
Oh, there is an option to skip that step.
Yeah, it is directly taken to download.
Okay, that's enough. That's fine. Okay. Which version of Ubuntu you're downloading?
Same. This one only. 24.LTS.
Okay. So I think it will take time for download because Depends on your network speed and a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, can you start the screen share, Matish?
Yes, sir.
That's all, everybody. So download Oracle Box. You know how to download Ubuntu Linux. So once Ubuntu download is ready, then I'll explain how to load it in the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, fine. Looks like it will take some time for download. So we will install it in the next class because we cannot wait for hours, right? Before that, see this. Sometimes you may get this error, especially if you have older laptops. Older laptop means old hardware, right? Sometimes old hardwares don't support virtualization. Don't support virtualization means you cannot share the same RAM, CPU, hard disk drive to another machine. The support is not there in old laptops by default. Okay. So in that case, sometimes we'll get this error. VTX is not enabled. Something like this. VTX is not enabled. That means what? Virtualization is not enabled. Some error, something like this will get. If you get this error in case, right, while installing Ubuntu, if you get this error, you know what you have to do? Go to BIOS settings. You all know how to go to BIOS settings. Do you know how to go to BIOS settings? How do you go to BIOS settings? How do you go to BIOS settings?
Don't know.
Okay, so I'm telling if you have older hardware, sometimes you will get this error while installing your Ubuntu. Okay. If you get this error, what you have to do is you have to go to BIOS settings. Click on restart. Click on restart. That means restart your machine. Immediately, the moment you press restart button, immediately keep pressing F2 once, F12 once. F2, F12 with both hands. Okay. F2 once, F12 once. Why we press F2, F12 both alternatively? Because for some missions, F2 will work. For some missions, it is F12. So if you want to go to BIOS settings, click on restart. Immediately start pressing F2, F12 alternatively. So any one will work, right? For example, you're using Dell, it is F12, maybe HP, right? F2. So it depends on your manufacturer. Okay. So click on the restart button, press F2, F12 alternatively, and then you will go to BIOS settings. There, if you go to settings, there will be one option called settings. Okay. If you go to settings, there will be one option here, virtualization option. By default, it will be in a disabled state. By default, it will be in a disabled state. You have to enable it. Clear? So if you get this error, press F2, F12. That will take you to the BIOS settings. Okay. Go to settings. There will be one option, virtualization. It will be in the disabled. You have to enable it. And then try. That will work. Because in older laptops, virtualization by default is will be disabled sometimes. So that is the reason we are again enabling it. If you get this error, otherwise you don't need to do anything. If you get this error, you are unable to do, install it. Or if you are getting any other errors, let me know. You can share the screen like this, and then I will try to fix the problem. Or you can also call me offline. I will try to solve the issues. You can also send me a error screenshot to my WhatsApp, and then I'll try to help you. Okay. So this part this part is still pending because we are waiting for Ubuntu download. What is the progress, Shivkumar, Matesh, installation? How much time is left?
For me, it is showing 14 hours.
14 hours.
Yeah, it's 2 hours left for me.
2 hours left. Okay. So that's all I have from my side. So what we'll do, Shivkumar, don't install. Okay. Once the download is ready, Matesh,
Yeah, okay.
don't install. Okay. Just keep that installation ready. Tomorrow, you can share the screen, then I will explain to everybody.
Sure,
Because I
sure.
don't have Windows, right? So I'm depending on you. So any one of you will share the screen, then I'll explain the Linux operating system setup.
Sure.
Okay, once that is done, then we'll start with the Linux basics and then we'll jump to actual DevOps. Okay, I think that's all from my side for today. So we are winding of the session little early because we are waiting for the download, correct? But I'm available if you have any questions. Any questions you have so far?
Yeah, sir, I have one question. Shall I proceed?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so so you told that we can install Ubuntu server, it will use the same RAM and CPU, right? So can I add one more like a virtual box, like a virtual server, like a Red Hat or something? Like same time, can I use both like Ubuntu and Red?
Yes. Yeah. So once you have that Oracle VirtualBox, no, you can have any number of machines. One Ubuntu, one Red Hat Enterprise Linux, one CentOS. You can treat any number of Linux machines, and Oracle VirtualBox will support the same hardware to all your all machines, all virtual machines.
Oh,
So everybody, we are.
Sir, VMware is same as VirtualBox.
Yes, both are same.
Oh, so
See,
there also we can run.
yeah.
For
Everybody see this? So Oracle VirtualBox is one software. There's another software called VMware Workstation. VMware Workstation. You can download either this or this. So instead of Oracle VirtualBox, you can also use VMware Workstation. So Oracle VirtualBox is easy is what I feel. So but if you have VMware Workstation already, you can use that as well. Anything both do the same job. Okay. And I was trying to explain something. Yeah, Prince, question.
done.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I was trying to explain something, I just forgot. Okay, so you can have any number of virtual machines. So we call this as a virtual machine. Virtual machine. Because go on mute. So this machine is created using Oracle VirtualBox, right? So we call it as a virtual box or virtual machine. Why we call it a virtual machine? Because did you purchase separate hardware for this? No, right? We are using same Windows machines, RAM, CPU, hard disk drive. So we call it as a virtual machine. See this. I also have a virtual machine in my laptop. So this is my Windows, say, for example. This is my Linux machine. See, if I want to work on Linux, if I want to work on Windows, I come here. If I want to work on Ubuntu Linux, I'll just click on this. I'm logging into my Linux machine now. This is my Linux machine, Ubuntu Linux. If I want to work on Windows, I'll just minimize it. I'm on Windows now. If I want to work on Linux, I'll just go here and then do my work here. So we will be doing our project work, practicals, everything on this local virtual machine. Okay, and this is Linux operating system. There are different ways to set up Linux machine. Okay, so this is local one, right? You can also set up Ubuntu Linux on cloud. You can also set up Ubuntu Linux in cloud, AWS or Google Cloud. If you are unable to set up the Linux machine locally, let me know. I'll explain setting the same in some cloud later. Okay. I prefer to have a local Ubuntu because it's very convenient, right? You can practice very easily. If it is a cloud, no, you need to have internet and things like that, right? So if it is local, you can directly log in and then do your work. So this is my Linux, this is my Windows. That's how we switch from one operating system to another operating system.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Prince.
Sir, in both case, either VMware or VirtualBox, you have to download Ubuntu, right?
Yeah.
Download.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we can configure. We have to configure, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So this can be anything. This one, okay. This can be Oracle VirtualBox or VM
VMware.
workstation. Anything is fine. Okay?
Oh,
So both do the same job. Both softwares are related to both are isolation software. So inside this, you need Linux. So this is required for sure. This can be anything. Oracle VirtualBox or VMware workstation software.
okay.
Right. Any other questions you have?
No, sir.
Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, so you all try to install, set up Linux machine. Okay, at least have this Oracle VirtualBox ready, installed ready, and then keep your Ubuntu image download ready, and then we'll execute this part in tomorrow's class. So that's all. Let's wind up today's class. See you in the next class. But if you have any questions, I'm available for another 10 minutes. Any questions?
So will I get the recordings because my one of my like colleague is joined the same class, but she is not available now due to some other personal issue.
Okay. So recordings are available for everybody, Matish. Did she register for the class or?
Yeah, she is registered. Me and she only joined this class.
Mhm. So send your email ID and then Aisha, sorry, your friend's email ID to Aisha.
Yeah,
She will register and then she will give you access for the videos. So you have to log into our Vitality website and you can watch videos there.
sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. Any other questions, guys? So next 3-4 classes may not be very interesting to you because it's a basic Linux, right? It's like I'm teaching you, how to open a file, how to modify a file, how to save a file in Linux, right? CD, ls, how to list files and folders, what is file, what is directory, right? Things like that. It's like I'll be teaching you how you operate a Linux machine, so basics. So things won't be much interesting. And I don't have anything from my side to explain, right? Too much. I don't need to show any excellence there. So next 3-4 hours, 3-4 classes will be, slow, will not be very interesting, maybe, right? But once we start DevOps, yes, things will be very interesting. Until then, I need your patience. Okay.
So, sir, you will teach Linux, these 3 class basics. That is enough, or as you said, whole 90% is Linux. So you will continue after DevOps.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. So we are starting Linux basics. Okay, 3-4 hours, 3-4 classes, and we'll not stop the Linux there. No, we'll not stop Linux there. So we'll be working with DevOps tools on Linux every day, right? So for next 3-4 months, continuously we'll be learning Linux. For example, first 4 classes, I'll teach you say 25 commands. 25 commands. That is just for you to, for you to be, just to make you comfortably work on Linux. I'm giving you the basics. 25 commands, right? Then we'll start DevOps. And every day, as and when I hit some new Linux commands, I'll explain that. So Linux will be a continuous learning activity for us. So by end of the course, you will become advanced Linux user. That's the
Oh,
plan. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, how much time you are going to take for finish this course?
So I target to complete in 3 months, but sometimes it will go 3.5 to 4 months. Depends on how you ask the questions, right?
Okay.
Sometimes people ask.
When, in what time we are going to attend the interviews?
If you want
I
to,
mean,
give interviews, you can start giving the interviews after 1.5 months, Chikumar. After
mhm.
1.5 2 months, you can start. You can
Okay.
start giving interviews.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, we have to learn scripting also.
Scripting is not mandatory. First, you be thorough with what I teach with DevOps. If you still have time, you can start shell scripting in parallel. Just take some tutorial, shell scripting tutorial, and you can start learning it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.